All right, guys, today we got what's got to be one of your favorite topics of all time, long division. Okay, and we're going to do with polynomials today, so hang in there. I'm going to just show you two examples of the long division rules for polynomials work just like they do with numbers. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you a couple. All right, first one says x cubed minus x squared minus 2x plus 8 divided by x minus 1. Now, this x minus 1 is called your divisor. It goes outside your division bar just like you used to do. This is your dividend. It goes inside. And here's the deal. All I'm going to worry about every time is like the first two. Like what goes, like the first number outside, the first one inside. How many times is x going to x cubed? Hopefully it was x squared. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply x squared times everything in the front. So it's going to be x squared times x and x squared times negative 1, which is x squared. All right, now I'm going to draw my line. And I'm going to subtract. Now, when you subtract, we really add the opposites. So what you're going to see me do a lot is I'm going to change the signs down here and just add. Okay, so that's gone, and that's gone. That's pretty cool. So what happens next is I bring down the next couple of numbers I have here, and I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm trying to figure out, again, the first and the first. How many times does x go into negative 2x? Well, hopefully it knows it goes in there negative 2 times, not negative 2x, but just negative 2. I'm going to take the negative 2, multiply by everything in the front. That gives me negative 2x plus 2. Draw the line. Tomorrow I'm going to have this rhyme called draw the line, change the sign. So because I'm going to add, remember, I'm really subtracting, but I'm going to add the opposite. So I'm going to change the signs and add. And when I do that, those are gone. And I get 6. Now 6 is my remainder. And we're not going to put a big R6. What we're going to do is we're going to write our answer like this. We're going to put what's my quotient up there, x squared minus 2. Then I'm going to put plus the remainder 6 over what we started with, which is x minus 1, which is our original divisor. And that's how it works. Messy? Yes. Hard? No. Let's try one more. I wanted to show you one that's probably the toughest one you'll see tomorrow. So like my divisor's going out here again. Inside I'm going to have x squared. Now, one thing about this one is I don't have an x cubed term. So what I always do when that's true, some teachers will write a 0x cubed in there. I just kind of skip the space. Like you need to take account for that space, and you'll see why in just a second, but I'm just going to kind of leave it blank right there. So same deal. How many times is x squared going to x to the fourth? X squared times. So I'm going to put that on top. Multiply that times everything up here. That's going to be x to the fourth minus x cubed plus x squared. And again, tomorrow I'm going to be like, draw the line, change the signs. But because I'm really subtracting again, but I'm really adding the opposite. So I'm going to change that sign, and that sign. Then I can just add. I can bring down that x cubed. That's going to be 1x squared. I'm going to go ahead and bring down the next term, which is a minus x. And I'm basically starting again. Okay, I'm thinking, well, how many times is that? Going to that x squared times what is x cubed? It needs one more x. So now I'm going to take that x times everything in the front. X times x squared is x cubed. X times x squared is negative x squared. X times this one is x. All right, and here I go again. Instead of subtracting, I'm going to add the opposite. I'm going to change the signs. Change that, change that, change that. Then I can just add. That cancels every time if you did it right. That's going to be 2x squared minus 2x. Then I'm going to bring down that plus 5 from up here. All right, now I'm going to go one more time. So I'm looking at the numbers again. How many times is x squared going to 2x squared? We already got to multiply x squared by to get 2x squared, a 2. And again, 2 times everything in the front gives me 2x squared minus 2x. I'm loving this so far. Plus 2. Draw the line. Change the sign. Make that negative. Make that positive. Make that negative. And cool things happen. That's always going to go. But this time, that also goes. That's not always going to happen. That leaves me with a 3 out here. So, how are we going to write our answer? We're going to put the quotient that we got on the top, x squared plus x plus 2. And then we're going to take our remainder, which was 3, and I'm going to put plus the remainder over the original divisor. That right there. And that's all there is to it. It's not bad. It looks crazy. There's a lot of places to mess up, so we're going to take it slow tomorrow. We're not going to do that many in class tomorrow, just enough to get you going, let you feel pretty good about it. And that's really it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.